was getting worried about you.
Buried in search for the so-called God particle, researchers at CERN, Switzerland stumbled across an unexplained and little reported phenomena, a trans-dimensional energy they called exotic matter. Little is known about XM other than it appears to have the ability to shape human thought, and even perhaps time and space.
Have you guys ever heard of Niantic?
At the core of the controversy is an organization called the Niantic Project. Leaked Niantic technology under the codename Ingress has allowed ordinary citizens to interact with XM using consumer devices.
It just starts acting crazy.
Since then, the world has become deeply divided over whether to embrace or resist its effect.
But it cannot control the hearts of men.
Factions battle for control over XM portals and the populations that surround them. Each week, the Ingress Report will bring you the latest news on faction control, scanner technology, and the so-called Niantic Project. Welcome to the Ingress Report. I'm Susana Moyer. Our first story comes from the US, where on March 16th, two massive confrontations erupted between those who seek to help the Shapers, the so-called Enlightened, and the Resistance, who mean to stop the spread of their unknown influence. Agents from both sides met in Austin, Texas and Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, each home to strange anomalies attributed to one of the Niantic Lab's team members, Misty Hannah, and her attempt to escape from the company's Swiss facility. As #FreeMisty lit up Google+, scores of agents turned up in hopes of controlling the key portals, which would allow them to influence Misty's eventual alignment with one faction or the other. While the Enlightened successfully controlled both events, it took XM amassed by both groups for Misty to physically teleport herself out of the Niantic lab where she was being kept. What will she do with her newfound abilities? And how deeply aligned with the Enlightened is she? Both remain to be seen. For now, both factions are using the event as a rallying cry.
We lost Clue in Scotland. We knew we had to make a stand today, and that's what we did. We got Misty, and now it's a whole new era for the Enlightened.
To learn more about Misty Hannah and the XM anomalies, visit nianticproject.com. Globally, the Resistance has had a substantial lead over the past weeks, largely thanks to a reported 23 million mind unit fields across Egypt. A group of unknown Enlightened agents struck back briefly, securing an estimated 18 million MU field covering hundreds of square miles, including California, Nevada, and parts of Mexico. For up-to-the-minute data on the control of territory, log into ingress.com/intel. We now go to this week's situation report, submitted by an Enlightened agent in New Delhi.
Right now, the Resistance are holding all the portals in this area, but there's a plan in the works to take back the entire city for the Enlightened. I can't talk more about it right now, but when the intel map turns green, you'll know we've done it.
If you would like to submit your own situation report video, please visit ingress.com/report. The first 150 agent submissions will receive 100 AP. In tech news, with the scanner update to client version 1.21.3, agents are now able to report suspected new portals via their scanner devices. Agents are being encouraged to report areas which feature unique works of art, architecture, or other unusually creative sites, as they tend to be highly associated with XM portals. Creating much buzz amongst the Ingress community is the upcoming novel, The Alignment, co-authored by Hank Johnson, the former Special Forces operative who was a member of the Niantic team. The Ingress Report has obtained an advanced copy of the book, which, despite being marketed as fiction, appears to contain actual details of Johnson's recent encounters with XM artifacts in Africa. Niantic Labs is reportedly trying to block the release of the book, which is currently scheduled to be published April 2nd. If you support an unbiased news source in the world of Ingress, share your reports with us at ingress.com/report or visit us on Google+. Visit youtube.com/ingress for a new episode every Thursday, and be sure to leave us your comments and suggestions. We do not yet understand XM, its effects, or the true nature of the Niantic Project, but we will continue to dig deeper and report on both the mystery and the conflict. For the Ingress Report, I'm Susana Moyer.